What's the logic behind that? Tell me. It's got to be a strategy. Got a chair, Robert. I don't know. You might have to ask me in there. Chair, so it goes up full. Listen.
Good afternoon, everybody. Our provost is over here to my right and left. Our student athletes always have to sit in front of their classes. We've got you over here to the far side. So I don't know, next time I'm going to be in front of the set. Okay? I want to thank you all for taking time out of your afternoon to join us just for a brief welcome celebration as we welcome 2 new members to our Knights family. And we'll tell you a little bit more about them in just a moment. But really appreciate you being here, especially our student athletes from our volleyball team here, members of our tennis team on the women's side here as well, and some of our coaches and staff that take the time out to be with us here making today. We really appreciate it. And I want to say a special love to those watching us on our stream today, on our YouTube channel, that those that could make it on a Tuesday afternoon, we can do that, so I want to make sure we could capture this and have a brief celebration. Before we get into our honorees today, I just want to welcome a person who's really led the way for us in this next period of athletics transition as we make this move to the NCAA and the Beach Ball Conference. And that's our president. It's his vision amongst our other leaders that are here today that affords a path forward for us. And we're just super excited to take this journey with new people and those looking back in the fall as we begin that journey. So, took his words. Our president, Dr. Chris Blood.
Oh, good. I'm glad I stopped on my day because I was just thinking, and that's it. Anyway, this is delight. Thank you, Michael. It's a lovely day out there. It's a great day for me. And it's cool to start by the way. So either way, you like that. I'm with Blake and service president, and it's really very nice and the happy occasion. Welcome to these two people on the right. Cara, MacFarland, is with the I can read, and I can read. You're the volleyball, and this is John Green is the head of women's cross country for the When I grew up in England, I like it. I used to go as a kid every day after school. I remember the great names of the decade when I went to the best school, which decade was 20th. Okay, Michael said, or even said, that the athletics program is part of a broader institutional drive and momentum at the university. This university, in the last decade, has gone from being an outstanding, in the field of student athletics, has gone from being an outstanding 2-year conference school to then being a 4-year conference in the MAIA, and is right on the cusp, as the term, right on that threshold of joining the NCAA. And so it's especially a big thanks to you and your colleague student athletes, because none of that would be possible if you didn't excel. And I know that I live in the United States where winning is the only thing, but the reality is there's also really good excellence coming in second and third and fourth on occasions. And our student athletes know that they can't win everything, but they can still excel. And you do. And because of that, and because of the way in which over the last decade, your predecessors as well as you have performed, we are at this cusp, this threshold of moving to the NCAA. Which you did used to do in the university. That's what we need to do. It's also hard work for our fundraisers to get the scholarship for you. So we're on the threshold of D2. But with that, it's a great moment to welcome to you. We have here folks who are outstanding. Mike will tell you a little bit about their athletic prowess, but I'm just proud that we have an alumna in Cara MacFarland. She graduated from Georgia 3 or 4 years ago. The first 5 years are really slow. Suddenly it's 10. Then it's 20, and then you get to mine and you don't count the decades since graduation. But she graduated from NJ just a few years ago. And John Green joins us. He's had D1 experience and recently worked at Georgia College. So he brings a wealth of expertise. But with that, I want to make sure not only that they get to know that we're a community that cares about how well we do, that is responsible for seeing the excellence and successes on the court. That works for tennis, court. Same way. The court, but also in the lab, also the classroom, and also actually the way you serve the community at large. The relationships you have on campus, the relationships, the things you do off campus, the ways in which you help build the vision of this university. That's what our student athletes are doing. So thank you for getting us to this point, and thank you to those that sat in these chairs figuratively before you were here, and those that will sit afterwards. To our coaches, welcome. To our other coaches in the room, you've done an amazing job. And I know this is a big change, and I know some of the expectations now feel a bit more in the limelight. But you are performance. That's what athletics is. It's about performance, and we're ready to perform at that level. And with that, I say, let me come back to you. Before I do that, I'd like to say welcome to these people. Thank you to these people. And go Knights!
Thank you, Dr. White. We're going to start with an introduction of Cara MacFarland as our new head women's volleyball coach. As Dr. White said, she's coming home to us. She's an alumnus of 2021 with a degree in psychology, and she's gone on to a young coaching career. We're so excited to have her back. Before we tell you a little bit more about her, just in general, I tell our staff, our coaches all the time, from the standpoint of, I don't think there's anything more important that I get to do or need to do in my role than hire. And that's, I truly do believe you win with people, and I think we have two winners right here. And I'm excited to see what they can do with the teams, the programs, the student athletes that they work with, and the legacy that they'll leave through excellence on the court, on the course, and just really excited for them to get started. They've both only been on the job a couple of weeks, and we wanted to have this celebration to officially welcome them to Georgia State. So a little bit about Cara. She's the third head coach in history, the short history of our women's volleyball program that started in 2016. She's the first female head coach in our program's history. And of course, the first alumnus to come back and coach for us. She's originally from Ohio, but her family now calls Rome, Georgia home. So she's one of us now officially and back here. As I mentioned, she graduated in 2021. She achieved a number of honors as within the Southern States Athletic Conference. She's a three-time captain of our team. She's a very well-rounded player, as I hope her players will get to know. She finished in the top 5 of our program's history in discipline categories like kills, digs, service aces, and assists. So if you know anything about volleyball, that means you're all over the court doing all sorts of things. I think we have a few folks in here to my right that are challenging some of those records. So we'll hopefully see those her name continue to go down as we pursue excellence on the court. But she left us after graduating in 2021, immediately went into college coaching as a graduate assistant at Northwestern State University and NCAA Division I in Louisiana, and then went on to become an assistant coach and even spent time as an interim head coach for NSU this past fall. And we were delighted that she was excited about coming back to where it all started for her in college ranks, and we're officially welcoming her here today. And Cara, when we do these press conferences, sometimes, you know, they'll hold up a jersey. And so Cara didn't play all that long ago, so I was able to get into the archives, and we don't currently have a number 7. So Cara was number 7, and she's officially back here. Please join me in welcoming Cara MacFarland.
Hello everyone. I just want to thank everyone that has helped me get to this point. I want to personally thank my uncle for trusting me with the future of this volleyball program. I'm super excited to get back to a program that gave so much to me just a short amount of time ago. And I'm thankful for these girls for welcoming me with open hearts. And that's it. So, go Knights!
Thank you, Coach. Our second person to introduce, of course, is John Green. John is our first full-time head coach in the history of our women's cross-country program, and in part because we're launching our 11th sport at Middle Georgia State in the spring of 2026, when we'll add women's distance track to our offering here in Macon. So they'll be building out both rosters as we go. If you know anything about cross-country here at Middle Georgia State, we built it admirably with Coach Bates. It's built in the last couple of years as we made this transition to go to a full-time coach. And I personally want to thank you, Tom, for taking time out. Tom is our exceptional men's and women's tennis coach. They're both nationally ranked in the NAI and really represent our university well. And the young ladies that are here and to my left are members of that team, some of which ran cross-country as well as a part of their student athlete experience. So as we build out this program in the future, We'll look to have dedicated cross-country runners, but you're a part of the legacy, and so we really appreciate you guys being here and celebrating the next stage. And who knows, maybe we still want to continue on that as we move forward. It's hard to be a student athlete in general in college, but being a dual sport athlete is even tougher. So a lot of credit goes to them. John's originally from Cumming, Georgia, and ran competitively at West Forsyth High School, north of Atlanta, where he was a two-time All-State runner and a three-time All-Region runner as well. He would go on to set school records in the 5K, the 3,200 meters, and 1,600 meters. He would go on to a Division I running career, 3 years at Lipscomb University, and then finishing up his time at the University of Tennessee, Martin, where he would get his degree in health and human performance. He would go into the college ranks as the head coach, or started as an assistant and became the head coach, as Dr. Floyd said, at Georgia College and State University in Milledgeville, which will be a future conference rival for us in the Peach Belt. And we were lucky enough to be able to entice him to come to Macon and take part as our new head coach for this rival program. He remains active, as so many runners do, as he finished in the top 100 of the Boston Marathon in 2023. And for someone who would get admitted if they ran the door over there, that's really impressive to me that John continues to compete and represent himself and his family. His wife, Madison, as well, is joining us today as well. We want to welcome John Green as our next head coach. And because I did it for the Cara, I had to have a jersey for Mr. Green, even though I don't think I'll be wearing it anytime soon. Should look good on the women's runners on the fall.
Thanks, Michael, and thanks, Blake. Like Chris said, I'm really excited to be entrusted with the future of this program. I'm very grateful for MGA and Athletics for investing in cross-country, and it's really exciting to me. We have a wonderful facility that I'm very excited to utilize. The decision to add track is just another wonderful investment. So I'm very excited about the possibilities here at MGA, and I'm excited to see what we can do. Thank you.
That's going to wrap up our program today. Thank you for taking time out. As I said, please take part in some refreshments out in the lobby. I hope you'll have time to come by, and if you're part of our campus community especially, come by and introduce yourselves to John and Cara, and thank you for coming.